Congressman Michael McCall revealed on Shari's show last night, it was such a great chat, congratulations to her, that the United States was sending a nuclear-powered submarine to sit off the coast of Perth from next week before moving through the Pacific as a show of strength. Take a look.
How soon do you think we'll have nuclear-powered submarines in Australia?
Well, I think you're going to see rotations soon. In fact, the certification on Pillar 2, which is the innovation and technology, will come out in the States probably later today, and you'll hear about it here tomorrow.
What do you mean rotations?
Subs, U.S.-class subs that will rotate through Perth and other ports in Australia.
As a show of strength to China?
Showing of force.
And they'll be nuclear-powered submarines?
Correct, yeah.
Okay, let's bring in my security expert, Lincoln Parker. Link, great to see you as always. Is this a good move?
It's a great move, and thank God for Uncle Sam. I was at a dinner last night in Canberra with a US military officer, and I can tell you, and he's just come here, he's done 3 tours in Afghanistan and in Iraq. They are fully committed to our country, and thank goodness that they are, because our ADF is in absolutely bad shape, dire straits. And, you know, we could be in trouble with a very aggressive China that is on a historical military build-up and being very aggressive, that we need help and protection and security. And the United States is doing that for us. That
was my next point. When you look at where we're located compared to the US, and we know people that were fairly high up in Trump's administration in the defence space who will probably be there again, who see China as the greatest threat to America, bar none. Why can't we see that yet? Or do we see it, we're just not telling anyone?
Well, our leadership certainly isn't informing the public of the major threat of this century. It is the biggest threat we've had since World War II. We've got a very aggressive China that, as I said, has been on a historical, massive, major military build-up, the likes that the world has never seen before. They've just come out and said that they are publicly backing Iran. So you have an axis of China, Iran, North Korea and Russia, all of the bad guys getting together, yet our Prime Minister and the Labor government is defunding our ADF and not informing the public.
And I guess part of that as well is Xi Jinping's attempts to woo all the Pacific nations, which he seems to be doing fairly successfully. What does that mean for us and our ability to defend ourselves should something happen?
Well, indeed. I mean, we've been watching this for years, and particularly the Solomon Islands, which is off Australia's northeast coast. And, you know, there was major battles there just 80 years ago in World War II with the Imperial Japanese for very good reason, because it's a strategic part of the Pacific. And China has stepped in there. They've seen the importance of those islands. And we saw Prime Minister Albanese and Penny Wong saying, well, when we get elected, we're going to be the adults in the room and we'll do everything we can. And they've completely dropped the ball. And the United States is saying to us, well, come on, guys, this is your region, it's your backyard, and you've dropped the ball. So that's why they're coming to help. But, you know, your old man used to say, hey, we don't have enough oil reserves in this country. In fact, we have very little. We have 58 days of oil reserve, but it's in the United States. So you can't get that oil reserve to Australia if the Chinese are in the Solomon Islands.
It's often the forgotten part of national security, isn't it? It's not just about protecting ourselves from bombs and water and bullets. It's our ability to survive should we be cut off from everything else.
Well, that's right. We don't make anything here anymore, so we have to import it.
That would be silly.